what they say, don't they? Can anything ever truly be repaired? It can be anything really, can't it? From family breakdowns, we all know about those, of course, to falling out with friendship. Who's the first just to crumble, kiss and make up, or admit they're wrong? But it got me thinking about this particular topic, and as ever I wanted to share it with you, our chums here, because I don't know if you've got this or had this sort of problem. I read in a newspaper recently that this particular lady had had a fridge, get this, since the 1940s and was still going strong today. And she said she'd never had to have it repaired, and it was the brand and everything like that, and she just thought, well, why would I want to replace it with a modern day thing? And it sort of got me thinking, because I'm sure we've all got these things. At home at the moment I've got a radio, and it was one of those DAB radios, right? So one of the feet have fallen off, the light bulb thing's gone, in the radio indicator thing, so I don't know how to get that going. Looked online, nobody seems any wiser. Apparently it's a bit of a bigger problem, and now because of the radio stations all going whatever they are streaming, there's very few stations left on the radio. And it got me thinking, should I keep it, try and get it repaired, or should I bin it? Because apparently we as a nation, a world, throw away more technology, more things than ever before, whether that be phones, toasters, air fryers. Oh, that was a vogue, wasn't it, a couple of weeks back? And now apparently, we're all sort of in this sort of, we'll just replace it with that. And I wanted to know, do you agree with that? Because when you also think about it, it's the same with shoes, isn't it? Who remembers going to a cobbler? Yeah, well, I don't know if you call them that in your place of the world, but a cobbler, of course, was the man who did a lot to repair your shoes. And particularly when you were at school, you always got your shoes resoled and rehealed. Mum and dad wouldn't think about buying a brand new pair just because it was a new term. If they could be mended, it was, wasn't it? Make do and mend, as they famously said in the war. So I wanted to ask, do you agree with this society? Or indeed, have you got things that you've had for years that are still going strong today, and you see no reason, of course, to change them? Whether it be the fact that it might look a little bit old-fashioned in your house, and people say, oh, isn't that quaint? I love that expression, don't you? Meaning, gosh, have you still got one of those? Whether it be a radiogram or a cassette or whatever, an old VHS recorder, don't be bullied into getting rid of them just because you like them. That is my motto. So it's the thought really of the day. I was thinking, do you agree with the society? Do you think, well, it's very hard now? And let's be honest, more costly. I recently had to replace a washing machine, and apparently the guy came and said, oh, well, if I did this, it would cost this. And he virtually talked me out of really getting it mended and just, forcing me to say, well, you can go get a new one for that price. And I thought, well, yes, I can, but do I need to? And in this throwaway society that we have today, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Particularly with the younger generation that are telling us off, the boomers, as it were, whatever we're called, that, we should do and try and save things and save the planet. We're always being told off, but seemingly it's those people that are the disposable people now more than ever. Have you noticed, you see, when you go into a shop now, they are quite willing to sell you a carrier bag. Oh yes, for 35, 40, £2, whatever. You can buy a bag with their name on. A couple of years back, of course, no bags, they were saving the planet. It's funny how things come around, and it's all in the name of money. Or can it ever truly be repaired? I'd love to know your thoughts, and as ever, please do like and share, and tell me, what's the thing that you've got in your home that has stood the test of time and is working as well as it did when you first bought it? As ever, just a bit of fun between us, our chums. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.